Hi guys, it's Amy with Aim to Plan, and today I'm doing a flip through of my February planners. So let's go ahead and get started. I want to lay out some caveats for this flip through before we jump into it. This flip through will be my monthly pages for my functional planners. I do not flip through any of my reference materials in terms of like my home binder system, and I don't flip through my two memory books for my two girls. So those are kind of off the table, mostly because I have different videos for those, and my memory books I'm like super behind. But the second caveat is I'm actually very behind in my February planners. I ended up at the end of February basically going on vacation, and so I apparently didn't even like go back in and update some things. So you'll see that as we get into it. These are meant to be my functional planners, and so I don't hold myself to perfection. I just need to be able to make note of my plans. And so if I'm able to get my work done without writing it down on paper, I think that's okay, as long as I'm getting the work done. So we are going to be flipping through multiple planners today. I have here at the top my classic size Frankenplanner. It has 5 planners in here. Then I have my work planner, and then I have my social media planner. And so we will flip through it in that order. So we're going to start here with my Frankenplanner. So like I said, it does have 5 planners in here. For February, I did decide to use this Work Plus Life cover, and you can see kind of where it ends up. It actually looks okay, but I didn't really love the Work Plus Life cover. I feel like it gets beat up, and I don't know, I just didn't really love it. So I don't know that I would put this back into my rotation. But this first tab, I do have it tabbed. There are 6 side tabs. I have the first section, and it's supposed to be, it is labeled in my other Frankenplanner. It is labeled annual. These are all just like the beginning pages. Why do I have two? I have two. All right, it's meant to be. This is in the wrong spot. This is meant to be back here. All right, I'm confusing myself, you guys. All right, so after this first side tab, I do have a hello page just to keep it pretty. Then I have my word of the year, which is bloom. Then I have this sticky note that I basically use to draw lines for any of the planners that don't have lines. I just like to keep it like spaced evenly. And then right after that, I do have this envelope, and it has washi dots. It has like my numbering, whatever these are called, stickers that I use to number my daily pages. I do have in here also, let me see if I can find it. I do have like this sheet of holidays that I use to put the holidays in my catch-all planner. So those are all in here. This is one of the things that I would definitely clean out, just because I don't need that much stuff in here, and it's only for a single month, so I don't need like the redating sheets. I don't need quite as many washi dots. I could probably get away with just like one strip for the entire month, but this is all the stuff for my catch-all, to just kind of like update that. Then after that, I do have my 2026 year at a glance, which I've already started putting dates in here. I can't believe it. All the way in 2026. But I have those 2 pages there. It's an outdated like yearly overview from a super old planner, and I don't worry about the days of the week. I just use it for the numbers. So that is that. I do use that to track future events. Right, then right after that is my catch-all. So the second divider is for my catch-all. This is for, again, February. So my catch-all is the only place where I use a monthly spread. All right, so this is the monthly spread. Again, I mentioned, we were traveling, and so we ended up deciding to leave Thursday. And so it ended up being where a lot of these things I canceled to be able just to do that. I just haven't gone back in and canceled them, or just moved things around. It just, as long as they're in here, I will probably still update it because I want it to be current and accurate, or like I want it to be accurate. It's not current anymore, it's past. But that's kind of where we are. And again, I do use a monthly layout. So this is what the monthly layout looks like. These pages right here are all of my tasks that I write from my daily pages, which you will see later. I do need to go in here and finish out this list of pending tasks from February. I didn't finish it. Actually, this is from January. Okay, so this is from January. These pages are from January, but I do have the pages for February as well. So this is February, and I need to finish it out for February. I just haven't gone in. Again, one of those things where when you are trying to close up everything for work and personal life so that way you can take a vacation, you just don't don't get to everything, right? So those are the monthly pages. Now, in addition to the monthly layout planner, again, that's, you know, the monthly spread as well as these daily pages, I do have a daily planner that I use. And so I'll just flip through the rest of this. Is monthly layout, which I don't use. Notes page that I don't use. I don't use the currently for it. But in addition to that, I do use this daily on 2 page. This is from Tool, T-U-L. It was originally a letter size, and I trimmed off the date. You can kind of see the mini calendar still here in the top. But I trimmed off all the dated parts of it where the date and all that was, and then I trimmed it down the side to be able to make it classic size, right? And so I do use this to be able to track all the things, right? So I write here, basically big events, and I'll notate that like as an actual event, but then the rest of it is just logging what I do during the day. I do try to do it by the hour, and I'll mark, you know, if I do anything for longer than 30-minute intervals. I'll write pretty much all the things here. I normally have a section that's a task list, and so this is all task related stuff. And then I normally leave a section to journal. I don't journal every single day, as you can see. All right, and so I did decorate every single page. And all of these are videos on my channel, so if you want to see the decorating of it, you can absolutely find those on my channel. But this is just like the after the pen of what this looks like. I don't mind the white space. I don't mind, you know, having it looked very empty. You'll see towards the end of the month, it's very, very empty. But then you can also see like at the beginning of the month, it can be very empty as well. Right, so let me just flip through all of these pages. I'm trying to let you take a look at everything. Right, and again, the before the pin, like the plan with me's for all of these are on my channel, so you can definitely see that. Like, look how empty this one is, right? Super empty, right? This one I didn't even write on this side. If there's a page like this where I didn't write on one side, I mean, I'm of the persuasion of like saving this page and I might use it later. I am that frugal. I have plenty of planner supplies, you guys. I don't need to save pages, but I just don't like wasting pages. I wouldn't use it like right now. I would definitely save it for like a year or two from now, but I would save it. I definitely would save it. Right, this was my anniversary, so I did a wedding theme here. I love that. Right, and look how empty it is, right? February was like I think a fairly empty month. There were some pages that were like super filled out, but then you can see like here it's like so empty. Right, I would definitely save this page. Like you could just wipe that out, right, and just use this page again. I think at least. And I will, because that's just who I am as a person. All right. I'm trying not to take too long to do this, but I know people like to like take a look. So you can definitely slow the video down, pause if you want to like read all the notes. There's not really anything super fascinating about my life, I don't think, but I want to show you everything. All right, again, like very empty on this side. Same thing here, very empty on this side. Right, towards the end of the month, you can see it gets very empty. Oh no, then it gets like very full. Right, so some weeks are empty and some days are empty, some days are full. Right, like look how empty this one is. Yeah, definitely would want to save that page. Right, then moving into the 25th. I don't know why my divide. Oh, that must be where I kind of stopped. Like I was definitely taking notes, but I must have stopped taking like detailed notes about everything. Yeah, like see how super empty it is. Like this side is completely unused. Right, and then I did decide, right, going back here, I did decide because we decided to leave a day earlier than expected on Thursday, basically Thursday afternoon. I decided just to move everything to my travel journal, so I didn't even use the 28th. Okay, so that was my catch-all. Again, it was monthly layout planner as well as the daily pages. Right, going into this third side tab, this is my second planner, slash third planner, like if you consider there were 2 planners in the catch-all. But anyway, this one is just outdated horizontal pages. I put this in here just to kind of mask that, you know, I'm using like random pages, but it's random horizontal pages. In this is my health log, my food log. I basically just track what I eat, and I do try to keep the entire month together. So this is the 1st and the 2nd of February, right? And I use a random mix, so you're gonna have like these kind of like in between pages, but I should just tape them down, right? Tape them down and flip them like that, right? We did take one trip to Atlanta at the beginning of the month, and then we're taking another trip at the end of the month. We travel a lot. We try to travel a lot. All right, so here we go. That's actually super cute. I like the mermaids. I do sit down and kind of decorate this on my own, right? And I guess that must be it. Wow, that was super quick. Okay, yeah, this is the end, right? So again, I filled it out. Like I didn't even write Wednesday. I don't know what I ate, but anyway, we moved all of this to the travel journal, so that will be in that flip through. Okay, so that was my health/food log, right? This next planner is my personal growth planner. Again, I just put a cover page here because it is like, you know, it just goes right into the planner otherwise. So I put that there. I do use a Simply layout for my personal growth, and what I use this for is to essentially track my volunteer and leadership events. I do use this section also to track chores. You'll see in this flip through that I did none of that. The only thing I put in here were the stickers. Oh, I'm gonna tape this together, right? So first and second right here, right? And then it goes into the third, but I just put down stickers and then I just did my leadership stuff. So this is the envelope with like all the extras. It has my chores in here that I would use to fill out this information, but I didn't do it. And again, I just put my leadership activity, didn't do any of the journaling, didn't do any of my chores, right? But it's still cute. Oh, I need to white this out, right? Definitely to do, white that out, right? And then it does come, the Simply layout does come with 2 notes pages at the end, but you can kind of see what the Simply layout looks like generally. It's just like these two, like the right hand side of the dashboard, it just is duplicated, so you get 2 weeks at a time like that. But I didn't use the notes pages for anything, and I don't use the currently. All right, and so going then into the next planner, I have here my family planner, and again I just kind of use this sheet of paper to, you know, cover up that it goes right into a planner. Also, this matched, so I did make it kind of coordinate, but I will also use this for future months. So this is the 1st and the 2nd of February. As I flipped through this, I'll show you that I did start making notes. What I use this for is to decorate and use pretty stickers, but also just to keep track of all the big family milestones and friend milestones. So if I get a text message from a friend saying, you know, like pray for me, or something's happening in my life, or good news or bad news, anything like that, I'll make note of those things in here. But you can see I basically did only the 1st and the 2nd. I did decorate them, so I'll go ahead and show you all the decorations, but I didn't write any of these things down. Now what I will do is just go back in to my text messages and just kind of fill it out after the fact. But yeah, I didn't write anything down. All right, so that was that, right? And then this last one was in January. It was my budget planner, but then I decided mid-February that I didn't like the budget planner, and I also talked about how my faith planner in January was really difficult for me to get into. So mid-February, I moved out my budget planner and moved in my faith planner. So this section is now my faith planner. So what I have in here, I'll just show you. Right, this is an envelope with like just some Sunday school stuff from the girls, and it's just, you know, all the Sunday school stuff. This is the little fish that Rose colored on the 2nd of February. All right, so I think I showed that actually in January as well. It was in my January planner, but I was like, no, that's supposed to go in my February. So here it is, officially in February. Right, then I took my notes here on just a random sheet of paper. So it says the end times, the Great Tribulation, where we are doing a study of the end times, and so I'm just taking notes related to that. All right, and this is what it looks like. The back I didn't use. This one I don't use the monthly. Right, this is the official planner that I'm using. It is a faith layout. I didn't use it. You can see that I didn't use it. All right, same thing here. I'll show you the actual planner. I didn't use the actual planner pages. I have again another envelope with more like arts and crafts type stuff for the girls. Right, Rose is 2, so she's definitely not stapling and doing all of these things. It's from her Sunday school teacher. Right, so she's helping Rose do all of that. This was, of course, like Valentine's Day, so lots of Valentine's Day stuff there. Right, and then I took notes on a random sheet of notes paper that I had just tucked in the back. So I took notes here. That was for Sunday school, and then this was for the actual worship service. Okay, and again, I did not use that page. Right, and then going into the 23rd, I was like, I need to use these pages. So I went back to using the pages. That's what that looks like. I covered this up with a post-it note. There's some like notes there. And then this was from the bulletin, which I did cut up and put directly on the page to officially use it. But most of my notes for Sunday, this is Sophia. She colored that. This is her cousin Anna. And then Rose did some of the coloring, and then I took over the coloring. But I took my notes on the back, right? And Sophia had drawn this. I don't like to waste paper, you guys. And so I just wrote my notes on there. And it was too many notes to put on the actual planner. So I feel like I need more writing space on Sundays, but I don't need as much writing space for Mondays through Saturdays. So I need to find the balance here. I mean, it's basically where I need like a separate sermon notes book or something like that. Yeah, I need to figure out that whole deal out. But then I have, you know, this one was just, I don't know what that is. Like someone must have done that during church. And then the rest of February is here. 1st and the 2nd of March are here as well. So I can definitely move this into March and try to use it. Yeah, but it's already actually passed, so I'm not going to use it. Clearly I didn't even recognize that I had that page, right? So that was my Frankenplanner. That will be the majority of the video, okay? So I know it's already kind of long, but we're going to flip through 2 more. It's going to be my work planner and my social media. Now for my work planner and for my social media, they're both big happy planners, and I do keep these separate just because they are big, and I feel like, you know, it just helps to have like my my notes for work and business just separate, and so that's what I've done. And so you'll see a similar theme here where I have just not, I filled it out I think fairly well at the beginning, but then I just didn't do a good job as we went through. I don't have dividers either, so I have to figure out where I am. All right, so this is January. All right, January 31st, and the 1st and the 2nd are here, but I don't like to put I keep notes separate, right? So this is just a random sheet you can see of like basically a calendar, but on the back of it I put February. So February 1st and 2nd would go here too, but I didn't work on Sunday, right? So February 1st and 2nd, and then it goes into the February 3rd. And the way that I use this is a big dashboard that's outdated. I do redate it, and then I use it front and back. So this is 3rd through the 9th. These are the notes for the 3rd through the 9th. And I found that I was getting to the point where I was just taking so many notes. It was looking messy, right? So you can see here, I'm just taking notes and notes and notes. I add in pages as I need to, right? So this is all for the 3rd through the 9th, right? I didn't use the 2nd side, but here's the 10th through the 16th. Starting this week, I decided to add in daily pages, right? So this is, again, 10th through the 16th. The back of it, I took all of the pending tasks from the daily pages, right? So these are just like all the ones that I had here, right? I put some notes to myself, but I had also daily pages. So this is Monday, right? I was marking what I did every single day. And then Tuesday, I did make a mistake here and write Monday tasks on there. So I covered it up with a sticky note and just put my tasks on there, right? This is Wednesday, right? Look how many notes there are, right? Then Thursday and Friday. Okay, and then this is just like an old sheet from like ages ago that I used. And again, I save everything. So this is just old notes. Actually, I should just take a marker. I'm going to cross it out like that. It's from an old planner. Like, you know, it's not for 2025. Right, so this is the 17th through the 23rd, where this is, I think, the last week that I actually used my planner. I don't know, the 24th to whatever, I just stopped writing in my planner, I guess. But here, again, doing the daily pages, I did decide this week that I had just the dashboard side, but I didn't want to duplicate, like do this, where I'm duplicating information from the daily. I just thought that was too much duplication. So I just went straight into the daily pages, right? So Monday and Tuesday. And then, yeah, right around here, I gave up, right? So you can see here, I didn't even mark my meetings or what I did. I can definitely still do that, and I might still do that. I just haven't done it yet, right? So here's Friday of, I think, the 22nd. Yeah, all right, and then here's 21st, right? So the 24th to the 28th, I didn't even fill it out, you guys, right? So it's completely, I took some notes. I wrote a couple of notes there, but yeah, but that was it. And then I do have March in here. And already started working on that, but I haven't, you know, I'm not ready to flip through that. Of course, that's a whole separate video, right? So yeah, like theme here is like end of February, I just kind of like stopped working in my planners, which is totally fine. It's totally fine, to me at least. So I might go back in and fill it out, but I might not. I mean, it's totally okay if I don't. All right, last one is my social media. I did actually put dividers in here so I can get to what I need to. All right, so February, I do use in this social media planner big teacher layout pages that are outdated. So I do redate them for use. And again, I like to keep the entire month together. So the 1st and the 2nd are right here. I put a note here. I'm switching the layout format of my social media planner. So we'll see how this works. And I actually really loved it. How I did it for February. So I'm just logging by video and just making note of when things post. So I'm not worried so much about putting it with the date that it published. So that I think works out. There are some instances where like it carries over into a new week. So like for example, there's not a good example on here. Okay, so like maybe this one, multiple planners. I put this here, but it was an idea, but I didn't record this video, so you'll see this come up again later, right? And again, it's random pages, so this should be taped together, and it goes like this. Right, let me take this out of the way. Right, so this is actually the video on multiple planners. I didn't put multiple planners here, but this is the video on multiple planners. So I put it again and I recorded it again, right? And then you'll see here, like this is a good example. This is a daily, the daily plan with me. I did do a great job in February, and this might be one of the reasons why I didn't write my work planner. I'm recording like multiple videos at the same time. I recorded like 4 videos, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 videos, 3 videos here, 4 videos here. So I was batch recording videos just to see how that felt. That actually is amazing, you guys. Definitely recommend that. But this is a video that I published on the 26th, which is next week, right? So you'll see that again, random page, so I need to tape that together, but you'll see it written again here. Right, I just decorated this and it's super cute, right? Oh, I need to put the video. I definitely posted a video, but I had only YouTube here. Yeah, I know I posted on YouTube, on Instagram, but I didn't put that in here. But I do track my YouTube schedule mostly, and then have my Instagram post. And I also use this to track any like major planner announcements. So if like the Happy Planner has like a big release, or if there's a small shop that has a big release, I do try to note those things in here. So that's kind of how I use this planner. That's kind of fun to flip through. But that is all. Again, like I thought the 2 big ones were like the easiest to flip through. So hopefully it wasn't too long. But these were the 3 planners that I flipped through today. 3/10 or 12. I have no idea how many planners I use. But that was all for my February flip through. I am now ready to officially launch into March, so I'm excited about that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give me a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel, and until the next video, bye guys.